organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, basketball buzz. See what Iowa City locals are saying about Tuesday night's big NIT matchup.
And preparing for growth. Stay tuned to see how Johnson County officials plan to cope with an increasing population.
And in sports, it's a homecoming for Mel Sambasabi this week in New York City.
All that and more is coming your way next.
Your Tuesday edition of Daily Iowan TV starts now.
I'm Tom Brokaw. For more than 100 years now, the University of Iowa community has been waking up to the Daily Iowan. Today, it's the largest newsroom in eastern Iowa. And now you can see the news every night on Daily Iowan TV and get it anytime worldwide at dailyiowan.com.
Thanks for tuning in to your Tuesday edition of Daily Iowan TV. I'm Nicole Meehan.
And I'm Lauren Moss.
Our Tuesday was filled with buzz about basketball here on Iowa's campus.
That's right, the Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball team has made it all the way to New York City for the semifinals of the NIT tournament.
Some of Iowa City locals had high expectations for the game against Maryland.
A scale of 1 to 10, probably a 10. Very excited about the game.
Very excited. I'm pretty excited. Very excited.
I love Madison Square Garden. It's going to be an exciting atmosphere for them, I'm sure. Excited to watch.
They have a good team again. Everyone's getting excited.
Eric May's going to have a sick dunk. Game over. And we're going to win by 40, so it'll be good.
Johnson County officials held a class Tuesday to inform residents about upcoming plans for the county. The 2-hour-long Government and You course addressed issues like population growth and city spending. Johnson County is expected to grow another 20 to 30,000 residents by 2020, and some other topics included mental health, county legislative priorities, and environmental sustainability.
Good news for those of you pursuing 2 majors here at Iowa. A study released Friday from Vanderbilt University shows that those who study 2 majors are better at integrative and creative thinking. Those students tend to apply different perspectives and generate more fresh and original ideas. The web-based survey gathered information on almost 1,800 students from 9 institutions.
And a new sign on the 3rd floor of the Iowa Memorial Union is getting some attention. You may have noticed that the bathroom at the IMU is now labeled gender neutral. This is just one of the most recent efforts that the UI has made to be more open to differing gender identities. The UI's Chief Diversity Officer says there will likely be more gender neutral bathrooms coming to campus.
And still to come on Daily Iowan TV, Traveling for a Cause. We'll tell you how far one student has gone in the name of philanthropy.
And later, we profile the newest hawk expected to fly high in Iowa City. Find out who in sports.
But first, let's check in with Whitney Blakemore for the weather forecast. Whitney?
Thanks, guys. You probably noticed the beautiful weather outside on Tuesday, and lucky for us, it looks like we can be expecting that same type of weather for Wednesday. The morning temperatures will reach 39 degrees, but that will rise to 52 degrees in the afternoon, before cooling back down to 41 for the evening. Now taking a look at our extended forecast, it's all about the warm temperatures. Thursday will make it to the mid-60s and Friday will reach a high of 59. There is still a 40% chance of rain on Saturday, but the temperature will climb back up to 61. Sunday and Monday will stay in the 50s with partly cloudy skies on Sunday and a 70% chance of rain on Monday. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to those warmer temperatures, despite the chances of rain. Back to you, Nicole and Lauren.
Fighting for international human rights may seem nearly impossible for someone still studying in Iowa, but not for one UI student. Daily Iowan TV's Katie Kuntz talked with Emily Roberts about her efforts to promote women's rights on campus and abroad.
Emily Roberts believes that violence against women is an international phenomenon. The University of Iowa sophomore has traveled the globe, going from Chicago to Geneva, Costa Rica, Thailand, Cambodia, and next year Botswana, working to fight that phenomenon.
it was never an aha moment or anything. It was just like I always knew that this is what I wanted to do.
When not traveling the globe, Emily is working in her community, and this year, with the Iowa United Nations Association, planned a celebration called the Night of 1,000 Dinners. It's an evening full of music, discussion, and food, with a somber tone as speakers tell of the universal damage done to women every day.
Being a participant in the world, if you're not paying attention to what's going on, I just think there's no point.
The Iowa United Nations Association, located here at Old Brick, raised more than $4,000 during the Night of 1,000 Dinners. But the $4,000 sum is small when compared to the $4 billion that the United States spends on domestic violence every year.
Still, activists like Emily and so many others will continue celebrating even after the food is gone and continue working for gender equality, though there may not be an end in sight.
Katie Kuntz, Daily Iowan TV.
Iowa junior high students will be seeing more needles due to an increase in whooping cough over the past several years. Iowa law will soon require students entering the 7th grade to get a shot for whooping cough, also known as pertussis. The law will begin in the 2013 and 2014 school year. The Johnson County Public Health Department will offer school-based immunization clinics to the school district during the month of April.
A former Iowa City nurse convicted of stealing prescription drugs will face 2 years probation. Rose Hazlett will also serve a 2-year suspended prison sentence. The Daily Iowan previously reported on Hazlett when she was charged in March of 2012. Investigators found that she stole medication from a drug dispensing machine at Mercy Iowa City Hospital and pleaded guilty to third-degree theft.
And now let's take a look at what is happening outside of Iowa. A new treaty approved by the United Nations will be the first to regulate the multi-billion-dollar arms trade business. After nearly a unanimous vote, the landmark treaty will help control the exportation of firearms in an attempt to keep them out of the hands of terrorists. Now each UN country must establish national regulations that control the sale of guns and gun parts within the country.
The unemployment rate has reached a record high across the European Union. Recent stats show the unemployment rate is at 12%, which equates to over 19 million people jobless. This is the highest unemployment rate since the euro was adopted as official currency in the European Union.
And Americans may soon find cures to complicated diseases in the brain. Tuesday, President Obama outlined a government-sponsored initiative to map the human brain. Through this program, researchers hope they will be discovering new cures for neurological diseases like Alzheimer's and autism. The $100 million project will use federal money for the study.
And as we mentioned at the top of the newscast, most of Iowa City will be rooting for the Iowa Hawkeyes tonight in the semifinals of the NIT tournament.
That's right, but one former Iowa coach might have a slightly harder time choosing a side. 75-year-old George Raveling has coached basketball at both Iowa and Maryland.
Tuesday, the retired coach became one of the newest inductees for the College Basketball Hall of Fame.
Well, congratulations to Mr. Raveling. For more coverage on Hawkeye Athletics, let's toss it over to Eric Dine.
Hello and welcome back to a game day edition of the program here in the Daily Iowan TV Sports Studio. Later in the show, we'll meet the future of Hawkeye Hoops, Peter Jock, and talk homecomings with Melsan Basabi. But we start today with a story developing just west in Ames. The Iowa State University Athletics Department announced via press release Tuesday afternoon that it has entered a disposition process with the NCAA in regards to 79 phone calls that violated NCAA recruiting violations. The phone calls, ranging in date from 2008 to 2011, were made by unnamed coaches from unnamed sports and led to self-imposed university sanctions that the school has already served. In a statement issued through Director of Athletics Jamie Pollard, the university said, quote, "Our institution is fully committed to strict compliance with all rules and regulations of the NCAA. We have to work hard to maintain a culture of integrity by hiring quality staff and reinforcing moral and ethical conduct at all times." End quote. Daily Iowan TV Sports will be following this story as it develops. Just under 30 miles. That's how far Melsan Basabi's hometown is from Madison Square Garden in New York City. A short trip in comparison to the over 1,000 miles Basabi traveled in following head coach Fran McCaffrey to the Corn Belt in Iowa City. Daily Iowan TV sports basketball reporter Annie Constable chronicles the journey of one of the Hawks' Nest favorites, from New York to the Midwest and back again.
Hawkeye men's basketball stole cover back this year in one of the most exciting years of basketball this fan base has seen in years. What has it led to, you might ask? Well, other than the Hawks' first berth in the NIT Final Four in program history, it's led to the return of one swagged-out Hawk to his hometown. A return that has the entire Hawkeye squad, including head coach Fran McCaffrey, ecstatic for their slime-time teammate.
He might have been the happiest guy in the locker room. He's going home, and he's going to have all kinds of people at the game, his family. You know, just to see that smile on his face was just a phenomenal feeling for me that he gets to go home.
So it's not quite the return LeBron James once had when he made his way back to Cleveland, but the king of Slime Time's outstanding display of athleticism this year has in fact led him home, and the fan base this junior forward expects to have at the Garden won't be small.
He was asking everybody for, like, he needs 600 tickets or something like that, so I mean he's gonna have a lot of, you know, support out there and stuff. It'll be pretty fun.
Regardless of the crowd this squad is playing in front of or the stage they're playing on, they haven't forgotten what's gotten them to this point and what will keep them in the fight to become NIT champs. Annie Constable, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Transitioning from a fan favorite to a potential future star, our own Allie Raisley sat down with incoming recruit Peter Jock, who makes his Daily Iowan TV Sports debut in 3, 2, 1.
The 6'6" guard, averaging 23.6 points a game, has recently been named Iowa's Mr. Basketball. Who is this, you might ask? It's West Des Moines Valley senior Peter Jock.
Peter Jock will soon call Carver Hawkeye Arena home come fall. The #1 recruit out of Iowa committed to the Hawkeyes last September. His eagerness is paired with excitement when he thinks about playing for the Big Ten team.
I'm really excited to go there. I think turn me into the player I can be, so I'm really excited to become a Hawkeye.
The Hawkeyes are excited to welcome Jock to the 2013 team. The returning players have already met with him, and nerves don't seem to be a factor as he's prepared to get on the court with the veteran.
No, I'm not nervous at all. I'm just excited to play with them. Yeah. I'm glad they're staying, so really looking forward to it.
Iowa fans are also looking forward to seeing this fresh face play and welcome him to the Hawkeye family. I'm Allie Raisley, Daily Iowan TV.
Now with a little news from the gridiron, junior Andre Dawson became the 8th running back to leave or be dismissed from the Iowa football program after officially announcing his decision Monday evening. Dawson told the Daily Iowan that he will use his remaining time on campus to focus on other things other than football. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight here in sports. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, same time, same place, for reports directly from New York City and the Garden after the Hawks' national semifinal against Maryland Tuesday night. And win or lose, we'll have perspective from men's basketball reporter Kate Constable and Annie Constable from the Hawks' home, Carver Hawkeye Arena. Guys, back to you in the studio.
And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get a first look into Wednesday's pages of the Daily Iowan. Read about what went down during Hawkeye Caucus Day.
And see what came of a vote on budgeting at the Iowa City School District meeting.
That's your latest edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check us out tomorrow at the same time, anytime online at dailyiowan.com.
Thanks for watching and have a great night.
Tradition.
Ambition.
Exploration. Inspiration.
You feel it when you step on campus at the University of Iowa.
The energy and pride of students inspired by our history.
And excited about our future. When you join the Hawkeye family, you're a part of it all.
Be a part of it.
Be a part of it.
Be a part of it. Be a Hawkeye.